up, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. Does Joc Pederson want to come back to the Dodgers? We're going to dive into that in just a second. But quick reminder for all the latest Dodgers news and rumors throughout this entire free agency frenzy, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to really support the channel, smash that like button. And as always, some of your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. Do you want to see the Dodgers bring back Joc Pederson? Do you think he should be back in LA? Do you want to see them bring back Joc Pederson? Let me know down below in the comment section. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. Do you smell that? Baseball is in the air. Before you know it, we're going to be hearing the crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt. But for now, we got to get this roster filled out. And yesterday, Joc Pederson, he was on Twitter, and he was retweeting all kinds of Dodger fans that were tweeting stuff to bring him back. So first, Joc Pederson, he quote tweeted a user by the name of @OtaniGoat who said, "Come back," and he quote tweeted that with "Show homers are back." And then he retweeted Betts_fan club who tweeted @YoungJoc650, LA needs you. And then we had Caesar who tweeted him, "Come back and hit some show bombs with the show Dodgers." And then Sky tweeted, "Come home, sweet prince." Adrian tweeted, "Come home." He retweeted Dodgers Archive, my friend, who tweeted Joc Pederson's 9th inning homer off Joe Musgrove of the Astros in Game 4 of the 2017 World Series. That was such a great bomb by Joc Pederson. And then he was just retweeting Dodger fans all day long. Also the Braves too, also Cubs fans, but mostly Dodger fans. Here we have Free Purple Life who tweeted, "Come relive memories where it all started," from Young Joc. And then look, he even retweeted me. Here I am seeing Joc Pederson in Joctober for another team got me feeling some type of way. And I tweeted that back on October 11th. So he was going way back. We've got @Bellinger's World who tweeted, "Enjoy Young Joc hitting the farthest home run ever recorded by a Dodger. Come home." This was a majestic bomb in Colorado. So if you remember last offseason, Joc, he signed with the Cubs on a 1-year, $7 million deal with a mutual option for 2022, and he's going to be a free agent. He can sign with any team he wants to sign with. Now, would the Dodgers consider re-signing Joc Pederson? Well, first, let's look at his numbers. Last year, with two teams, he slashed .238, .310, .422, had a .315 WOBA, a .333 xWOBA, 94 WRC plus a .6 WAR. And yes, Joc definitely had his moments in the postseason, especially against the Milwaukee Brewers. He goes 3 for 7, hit those 2 big home runs, and then he had a bomb against the Dodgers in Game 2 of the NLCS versus Max Scherzer. But if you look at his numbers total, they weren't that impressive. He ended up slashing .205, .271, .409 with a .680 OPS. He had 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, 12 strikeouts to 2 walks, and in the World Series, he goes just 1 for 15. So he really had a nice showing there in the NLDS, going 3 for 7, so just 7 at-bats. But against the Dodgers in the NLCS, he wasn't fantastic or anything like that. He ended up hitting .227 with a .655 OPS. And then, like I said, against the Astros, he goes 1 for 15, hits just .067 in the World Series. So, yes, he does have his moments, but look, at the end of the day, the Dodgers, they're not going to let him play every day. He wants to be an everyday player. That is why he left the Dodgers. And he mentioned last season that the Dodgers made it very clear that they were going to move off him. They were going to move on from Joc Pederson, that they didn't really have a role for him. And at the end of the day, Joc Pederson said that he wanted to prove that he could be an everyday player. He wanted an opportunity to see if he could be that everyday guy. So he goes to Chicago. He bets on himself with that 1-year, $7 million contract. He picks number 24 in honor of Kobe Bryant. And then he ends up getting traded to the Braves. And like I said, if you look at his numbers last season, he ends up slashing .238, .310, .422. He had 18 bombs, had 61 RBIs. So he does have that pop. He can play those corner outfield spots. We saw him play center early in his career. We saw him play first base. That experiment did not go so well. But for me, depending on how this free agency market shakes out for the Dodgers, I wouldn't be totally opposed to it, but he's not going to be an everyday player for the Dodgers, and that's what he wants to be. be. But let's say they strike out on Freddie Freeman. Let's say they even pursue maybe a Kyle Schwarber, another left-handed bat. We know Joc Pederson, he can provide some pop from the left side. He is a very streaky hitter. Defensively, he has his ups and downs, but he's a great locker room guy. Look, Joc Pederson and his pearls, they took over Major League Baseball. He had the whole city of Atlanta rocking pearls last year. So, look, he's great for the clubhouse. Teammates love him. He keeps the clubhouse loose. Fans love him. And I think any team that gets him, they got to like their chances of winning the World Series. One with the Dodgers in 2020, one with the Braves in 2021. Look, whoever has him next year, they're probably going to win the Fall Classic, and he's going to be Joc Pederson, if you know what I'm saying. And we asked you guys over on Twitter, should the Dodgers bring back Joc Pederson? And here were some of your responses. At B-Boars tweeted, nah, I'd take Schwarber over him. Joc would merely be a bench player, and we could use a more impactful lefty bat than that. But if it's on a super cheap one-year deal, I wouldn't hate it. Then at Dodgers Nonstop tweeted, of course we should bring him back, especially for the DH. Then Mario Gomez tweeted, no thanks, he can hustle, defense liability, and can hit the ball against the left-handed pitcher. Then Scotty Cat tweeted, always welcome here, Joc. RV2_2 tweeted, nah, we're good. Not downplaying his worth, but he wasn't a huge loss. Then Terry tweeted, he wants to play every day, not happening in LA. Then my friend Tim Rogers, he tweeted, see, Doom_Sal tweeted, breaking news, Freddie Freeman and Joc Pederson to the Dodgers. That'd be nice. Two former World Series champions from the Braves. Nikmo tweeted, I want a return of Joctober. Daniel Amaya tweeted, yeah, we got a DH spot calling his name. John Castellano said, hell no. Nicholas tweeted, I would love to see Joc come back to LA. I miss him and Kike a lot, even Verdugo. The BS Machine tweeted, I mean, during an interview, he was pretty honest of what he was told by management that they would not be in on him, which miffed him. So who knows? Blue4Live tweeted, there's not really room for him. He needs to go somewhere where he can play all the time. A little gif of Seth Meyers. Sorry, but still no. And then Jay tweeted, well, let's just see. Joc on 2020 World Series champion Dodgers. Joc on 2021 World Series champion Braves. Joc on 2022 World Series champion fill in the blank. He was the heart and soul of the Dodgers, always having a good time. Yep, I'd take him. Then J.R. Wood tweeted, Turner will most likely be the DH a majority of the time. I don't think Joc wants to be a part-time player. And then finally, Jerry Thronson, and then finally Jerry Thronson tweeted, yes, love Joc, good clubhouse guy. He's clutch in the playoffs too. Guy hits bombs in October. Would love to see him back. So like I said, I wouldn't be totally opposed to it. Of course, I love me some Joc Pederson, but I think for Joc's sake, I think he needs to find a team where he can continue to develop as an everyday player. And unfortunately, there's just no role like that for him in LA. He can't be an everyday player for the Dodgers, and that's what he wants to be. That is where the big money is for him, unless you can play a multitude of different positions like a Chris Taylor. So I love him in LA, but it seems like that chapter has closed. But hey, once a Dodger, always a Dodger, and there'll always be Joctober here in LA. But let me know down below in the comment section, do you want to see Joc Pederson back with the Dodgers? Give me a Y for yes or give me an N for no. To me, on a very team-friendly contract, if the Dodgers struck out on some names, I would definitely consider it. Like I said, great for the clubhouse, still provides that pop from the left side, is a streaky hitter, but can still contribute. But I want your takes down below. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all latest Dodgers news and rumors for this entire free agency frenzy, be sure to smash that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, and if you really want to support the channel, smash that like button. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.